Hi, Zach. How are you?
Good, good.
Just you so far.
Yeah, I just get my daughter from the work.
Oh, you got your daughter. Did you
Yeah,
already? You went to get your daughter? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I did
Okay, good, good.
because I don't cut the class when
Yeah, good.
I'm low.
So no, today no Khalid and no Hissam and no
Yeah,
Ethan. Just you. you,
just
you
me.
just a
Ha!
you have a
Yeah,
private class. A
yeah,
private.
yeah. It's cool.
Okay, good. Um,
Yeah.
we, we were doing page 21. Let me get it up on the screen here. There we go. Um, did you read this part about women get the vote? Were you able to read that?
For women get the food.
Yeah, on page 21.
Yeah, do you want I read it?
Yes, please.
At the time of Confederation, the vote was limited to property on
Yes.
adult was male. There was common, well, I say common.
You know,
Right.
I
Well,
really,
do you understand that? You understand
Yeah,
that?
yeah, but
Okay. Oh,
I say for the common, I say or common.
common, common, common
Common.
means
Common.
normal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In most do do doctorate
Democratic.
democratic
Yeah.
uh, countries at the time the offer by women to to achieve the right to vote is known is known as the women uh, suffrage
That word is called suffrage. Suffrage.
suffrage suffrage movement. Its founder in Canada was Dr. Emily Stowe, the first Canadian woman to practice medication, medical,
Medicine. Medicine.
medicine in Canada. In 1916, Manitoba became the first province to grant voting rights to women.
Very good. Very good.
In-
Do you understand the ideas there?
yeah. Just say when the women start in Canada for a doctor and for she make medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the women, when women started to vote in
yeah,
Canada, yeah, and then the
yeah,
first Canadian woman to become a doctor. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
yeah,
So back in at that time, the only people that could vote were men, white men, who owned houses or owned property. Nobody else could vote. So that was very unusual. you understand? Hey, Sam, do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hey, Sam, could you please read where it says in 1917?
Okay. In 1917, thanks to the leadership of women such as Dr. Stowe and other suffragettes, the federal government of Sir Robert Borden
Yep.
gave women the right to vote in federal elections. First to nurses at the battle front, then to women who were related to men in active wartime
Yes.
service in
Good. Could you,
1918.
sorry, hey, Sam, could you just stop for a second? I just want to make
Okay.
sure you understand the words and the ideas because that's a long paragraph.
Okay.
Do you understand before we go on? Is that okay?
Yeah.
That word, it says suffragette. That means women who fought to get the vote. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So we understand. So first nurses and then everyone. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Could you do in 1918?
In 1918, most Canadian female citizen age 21 and over were granted the right to vote in federal elections. In 1921, Agnes McPhail,
Yes.
what's
That's
this?
right.
Right?
McPhail. That's right. McPhail.
Yeah. Farmer and teacher become the first woman MP due to the work of there is Catherine.
I think the name is the only name.
Ryan. What is the teacher?
Oh, that's Casgrain. Casgrain. It's a French.
Cass Grain. And others, Quebec granted women the vote in 1940.
Very good. Very good. So most of Canada, women could vote in 1918, but in Quebec, they had to vote in 1940. And in 1921, there was the first woman who was a member of the government. Yeah, so a long time. Yeah, good. Do you understand the ideas?
Good, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, let's go to the next page, page 22. this is talking about, so that was the women voting in Canada. That was the history of that. Now we're talking about the two big wars in Canada were World War I and World War II. And so this is
Yeah.
talking, yeah. So now we're going to talk about World War, between World War I and World War II. So let's see, Zach, could you please read on page,
Okay, Canadians remember the sacrifice of our veterans
veterans.
okay,
Yeah.
and brief fallen in all world up to the present day, in which Canadians took part each year on November 11th. Remember Day. Oh, Remembrance Day. Remembrance Day. Canadians wear the red puppy,
Yeah.
and obviously rape. A moment of silence at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month to honor the kifik.
That's a difficult word. Sacrifice.
Sacrifices of over 1 million brave men and women. How have served and the 110,000 how have given their lives Canadian medical officers, Lieutenant Colonel John McRae, Campbell,
Yeah.
the bomb in Federal Phillips in 1915. It is often recited on Remembrance Day.
Yeah, very good. Remembrance Day. Very good.
Remember.
I just want to do a couple things for you here, Zach. Can you see on your screen? I don't know if you can see this. Or it says
I'm already. I take me and Haytham. I know this. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to say
because
the 11,
every year,
like when you have it.
Yeah. 11 second. Yeah, every year I bought one from that one. Me and Haytham and
Oh,
my
you bought
sister,
the copy before.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
So here,
I just wanted to understand when I just wanted you to pronounce the word 11th. Can you say 11th? Because I think you're saying 11th second, and I'm trying to understand what it's. So yeah, just 11. I just want to make sure you say it. Yeah, the 11th.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
هيثم
just,
الوضع هي اللي بحطوه على صدرهم مشان الشهداء مشان الجنود اللي ماتوا.
yeah. So yeah, we get a poppy every November 11th, and at 11 o'clock. So you've done that before. Have you done this before, Hissam? Have you know about Remembrance Day?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay.
I
so
want I know why he put TH. I say 11. What he put TH?
oh yeah,
This is
I, I was trying to make sure I understood you clearly. It sounded like you said 11th second, and I didn't. I wanted you to just say 11th, and that's it. No second. That's all.
ما
I
في
don't say that.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you said it correct.
ما في سكن زكريا
Yeah,
بس 11.
just 11. That's all.
No, but why he put TH? That's 11.
Just 11. When they put 11 and they put a TH
11.
on the end, it just sounds. It's just a way of saying 11th.
زكريا 11.
Yeah, that's all. But why can you say 5th or 7th? It's 11.
11.
يعني مثل الحادي عشر يعني انت
Yeah, so this is a very famous poem. I'm just going to read this poem because it's a very famous poem. So we wear the poppy. You can see at the top of this page, there's the red poppy, and you wore this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is why we wear the red poppy, because of this poem in Canada. We are the only place that have this poppy because of the poem. Other places do different things, but in England they do this too. But it was a Canadian who wrote this poem. This Canadian was from Guelph. He was, and you can see his house if you go to Guelph. So this is how this poem goes. It's let's see. I will try to read the poem. So Flanders Fields. Flanders is a place in Europe where they were fighting in the First World War. Okay, so this is in Flanders Fields. It says, in Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Pick up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, those poppies grow, Flanders Fields. So he wrote that on the battlefield. He was a medical officer. And that's why we do remember. That's why we have the poppy. Yeah, so you know about Remembrance Day. Good. Let's try one more today. See if we can do one more. First, was there any questions about that? I think you both understand Remembrance Day very well, right? I think.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, could you please do the next one, Isam, where it says Between the Wars? Can you do that one, please?
Okay. Between the wars, after the First World War, the British Empire evolved into a free association of states known as the British Commonwealth of Nations.
Good, good.
Canada remains a leading member of the Commonwealth. Commonwealth. To this day, together with other successor
Good, very good. Successor. Yeah.
states of the empire, such as India, Australia, New
New Zealand.
Zealand, and several African and Caribbean countries.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, so the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth. That's what they're talking about. You understand the ideas in that?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Any areas you don't understand?
yeah, because every word a long time, long.
They're the big words.
Big words, yeah.
Okay, so
Big words.
I'll explain it to you.
After the first word,
Yeah.
the British.
So the British Empire. So Britain.
Yeah, explain me.
Okay, I'll explain it. So after World War One, the British Empire. The British Empire means countries that England controlled. They had control. So after World War One, all these countries, they formed a group, and the group was, they formed just a group to help each other, and the group is called the Commonwealth. And so these are countries that England doesn't control them anymore, but they used to. So England used to control India and Australia and New Zealand and many places in Africa and Canada. England used to control them all, but they don't anymore. But the countries are all connected in friendship, and they do trade together. Yeah. So Canada is an important member of this. It's called the Commonwealth. British Commonwealth of Nations, but we just call it the Commonwealth. Commonwealth means together we are richer. That's kind of what it means. Common. Yeah. So that's what it's saying. After World War One, this started, and it's a very important thing for Canada to be a part of, because it's very helpful for Canada. Good. And then Zach, could you read the next one? It says the Roaring Twenties.
Okay. The Roaring Twenties were bomb times with prosperity for businesses and love, embezzlement.
Good. Unemployment. So people were working.
Yeah. The stock market crash of 1929. However, led to the Great Depression, or the dirty years Employment.
Yeah, let's do this one again. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Unemployment. Unemployment.
Unemployment.
Yeah, very good. Unemployment.
Reached 27% in 1933, and mean many businesses businesses were wiped out. Farmers in Western Canada
Yeah.
were high were heat hydro produced
Artist.
by law bring prices and a travel a travel drought.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So I'll just explain some of the ideas here. So World War I finished in 1918. And so in the 1920s, they called it the Roaring Twenties. It was very good times. Businesses were making lots of money. Everybody had a job. It was a very good time. And then in 1929, everything went down. Everything crashed, and the depression. So in the 1930s,
Now.
it was terrible. Yeah, it's like now. Yeah, it's like now.
Yeah.
So they had unemployment is 27. I don't know what employment is now. Like unemployment means the people who aren't working. So I think maybe it's close to 27% now. So yeah, it's very similar to now. That many people had no jobs, many companies
Yeah.
closed, and farmers had a really hard time. Yeah, so that's what
Yeah.
so it's very similar.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to stop there, and I wanted to see if we could do some questions. So let's see. Let's try some questions. Okay, let's do some from the First World War and then this part here too. Let me just make this bigger so you can see it. Just a second. This is a bit from last time, but we'll go in today's stuff. So let's see, Hassam, do you remember this one?
Okay. How many Canadians served in the First World War? More than 600,000.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay, good. And then what's this one, Zach?
Who had the reportation of beginning the shock? Yeah, shock. Troubles of the British Empire. I remember I read that one.
Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember I read that one. British people. Okay, the British teacher number 3.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Just a second. Okay, let's see. I guess it was
Canadian.
the Canadian troops. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Canada was part of the British Empire then. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, the shock troops of the British Empire, that was Canada. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I guess do the next one.
Who was Canada's greatest soldier during the First World War? Was Canadian greatest uh, John McCain, Sir Joseph Harris. Number one, McCain.
Right? Okay,
Number one,
number one.
I think wrong.
Yeah, it's okay. McCrae was the guy who wrote Flanders Fields. Yeah, this guy was Arthur Curry. That's okay. Okay, let's do another one.
Okay. What is known as women's
Suffrage.
suffrage movement?
Yeah. Women's suffrage movement. What is that?
I think number 2.
Yeah, very good. The effort by women to achieve the right to vote.
When were most Canadians female citizens age
Age.
age
Yeah.
age 21 and over granted the right to vote? Easy measy lemon squeezy. 1921.
Easy squeezy lemon squeezy. What do you say? Easy peasy lemon squeezy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1918.
Oh my God.
It's okay. 1918.
Oh, yeah.
They talked about that woman. The woman became a part of government in 1921.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's okay.
Who was the founder of the women's
Suffrage.
suffrage movement?
Yeah.
Movement. I think number 3.
No. Number one.
Which number? Number 3?
I see number 3. Yeah.
No. Number one.
There's Dr.
Number
Emily Stokes.
Ah.
It's okay. It's hard to remember all these names. Emily Stokes. Yeah, she started it in Canada. Okay, let's do another one. Oh, this is an easy one.
When is Remember Day?
Yeah, so the way you say that is remembrance. Remembrance.
Remembrance Day.
Yeah, remembrance.
11th November.
Yeah, 11th of November. Good. 11th of November. Good.
What is the
Meaning.
meaning of the Remembrance Day birthday?
Yeah, I'm going to get you to say remembrance too. Remembrance.
Remembrance.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Remembrance.
Yeah.
Take number 4, teacher.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
What do Canadians remember or Remembrance Day? What do Canadians remember on Remembrance Day? Yeah. Canadian first Canadian visitor in the Canadian number 2 Canadian visitor in the first
I think
world.
number 1.
Maybe I'm
It's okay. So the sacrifices of veterans. Veterans are people who have fought in war, and the brave fallen. So fallen means people who died in a war. No, sacrifices.
for and profit in all wars.
Yeah. So in Remembrance Day, they remember all the wars Canada has been in, and they remember the people in them. Let's do another one.
What do Canadians wear?
This is
Yeah,
Zach. I think
teacher.
that's an easy one.
That
Too.
one is the number 1.
Very good. Good puppy. What's this one?
What was the name of the Free Association of States that British Empire had evolved into after the First World War? Long question. What was association? Yeah, after the British Empire. British. Yeah, the British number 1.
British
The
Commonwealth.
British Commonwealth of Nation. Yeah, right.
Very good. Very good. British Commonwealth of Nations. Good. Oh, we didn't do this
When
one.
was that?
We didn't do this one yet.
Okay. When was
Okay, let's do one. Let's just let's just
correct?
no, I'm gonna do something. Just a second. Just a minute. Okay, there. Let's read the last paragraph and then we'll answer that. I'll answer the 2 questions in the end. Can you just read the last one here? Let's see. The last one paragraph here, and then we'll answer those two or three questions on the end. Let's see. I will read this. Okay, I will read the last paragraph. It says there was, yeah. So this is talked about the 1920s. There was money. The 1930s, it was like now. A lot of people weren't employed, and so there's a lot of problems. They had to try to help people. Somebody's coming in now, and so this is what they did. So this says there was a growing demand for the government to create a social safety net with minimum wages, a standard work week, and programs such as unemployment insurance. When they say social safety net, what that means is the government wants to help people that having difficult time, like you don't have a job, maybe you don't have a house. This is when it started in the 1930s because of the bad times in the 1930s. And says the Bank of Canada, a central bank to manage the money supply and bring stability to the financial system, was created in 1934. The Bank of Canada is the bank in Ottawa for all of Canada, and they control how the money is distributed in Canada. Immigration, that means people coming to Canada, dropped, and many refugees were turned away, including Jews trying to flee Nazi Germany in 1930. So in 1939, it was a very difficult time in Canada. It was a very, very difficult time. It's similar to now, but now we have the government helps people. And in 1939, they were just starting to help people. So it was very, very difficult. And then they wouldn't let people come to Canada. Yeah, so now we let people come to Canada. Okay, so now we know that. Let's do this question. Okay, now Zach, you can do this question. This one I think this is Zach's question, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay. When was the Bank of Canada created? It's number 1.
Yeah, very good.
1932.
Very good. Okay.
What led to the Great Depression
Good.
in the 1930? What led 1930?
No, it wasn't COVID-19. So.
Yeah.
1930. What led to the Great Depression? Number 1.
Now check what year that is, though. That's the thing. It says that
Number 3. Number 3.
Yeah, number 3. 1929. It was the year. Good. Yeah, like before 1930, 1929.
But when مكتوبة?
Pardon me?
Where writing? 29.
Oh, where is it? It's where is this written?
هيثم
Yeah.
بالسطر الثاني من تحت الجنود.
محل هذا اللي عم يركض مو؟
لا
لكن.
Yeah, so where it says the roaring 20s. That's where.
بس فوق بتنتين. اوكي بالسطر الثالث.
Okay. I find it. Yeah.
You got it? Okay. Okay, this is. I think we're gonna stop here because the next part goes into World War II, and that's a big story. I don't want to do too much in one day because World War II is a big story. So all I'd like you to do, if you could, is just to read page 23. So there's a lot.
ذكريا شو رأيك خلينا عليه نعيده الجمعة الثاني الأربعاء.
قل له شو بدك قل له؟ قل له شو بدك قل له؟
Teacher, we can stay in this lesson for Wednesday also for practice.
Can you say that again, please?
Practice more to this lesson.
Yes, on Wednesday we will do more. But I see on today I don't want to start World War II because it's too big. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but he wants to learn more for sim class today. Because
page 20, 21.
Practice more.
Page 20, 21, 22.
Oh, you want to do more?
Study more.
Sure, I understand.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. you want to do it more so you understand it better. Is that the idea?
Yeah, yeah, better. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Good idea. Yeah, because there's a lot of information. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's only one more page in the history part. So you guys are doing really well. The history is the hardest part in this book.
Okay.
So we'll go over number 21 and 22 again, and then we'll practice more. Yeah. And so don't read page 23. Just do page 21 and 22.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
Yeah. Thank
Is
you
that-
so much.
I just want to see if Thejan, is that you coming in? Okay. Okay, we're good. Somebody's here. I don't know who it is. Anyways, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Thank
And
you.
we'll do
See you
21 and
Wednesday.
22 again.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
teacher.
Have a good night.
Thanks, teacher.
You too. Bye-bye.